say bang, that bang, boogie, boogie, bang, bang, boogie, say bang, that bang, boogie, boogie, bang, bang, boogie, up jumps the boogie. Man, you rockin' with the best podcast in Detroit, man, that other stuff, man, what's that trash? If you really wanna make that blast, ride with us, no bus, man, we go first class. What? It's your boy Fat Cat, the satellite, get hype, man, we make that dash. Smash, cause the pedals we mash is on point, I don't wanna go too fast. Yo, what's cracking? What's up? You rockin' with your boy, the sinister minister, the thinking deacon, the rabbi ramen noodle, the chaplain of fried chicken's last rites, the sinister minister, y'all know who it is, that's Fat Cat, and I'm down with my dog, Roof. Y'all know who it is, it's T. Wow. Satellite Bills, what's cracking?
Hey, what's going on with you?
Man, I thought you was coming up with some new theme music for yourself or something. What the hell going on in this month, man? Like, wow, dude.
You had that look like, man, wow.
Like, because it came right in cue for you, and I'm like, dang, you came in. Like, man, what the hell going on? But anyway, man, we want to welcome y'all to the Fat Cat Show Network in the VIP Lounge. It's the hottest podcast show in the world. Y'all know what's up, the Fat Cat Show Network, and we bring you some of the hottest news. Y'all know what's happening. Y'all know what's up. But anyway, you know, we want to, like we start every show, we want to wish everybody that is celebrating birthdays a very, very special happy birthday. Amen. Because it's always good to be in the land
of the living.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And just like we got life, we got
death.
And we at the Fat Cat Show send our heartfelt condolences to those who have lost people. And I know how rough it is. And this past 2 weeks, it's been two funerals for me. And I'm saying rest in peace to my wife's little cousin, call her Kiki, her mother, who was tragically killed about 3 weeks ago. We wish her, give her condolences. And, you know, of course, I lost a cousin this week too. Rest in peace to my cousin Henry. Rest in peace. And hey, I know many people have lost a lot of people during this time. I done seen deaths all across Facebook. But anyway, Jesus said that let not your heart be troubled. Believe in God. Believe also in me. In my Father's house are there many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. He said, I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, you may be also. So we hold true to that fact right there, that God has prepared a place for a prepared people. Amen. And we still send our heartfelt condolences out to everyone that is. You got something, man?
Yeah, my friend, his mother-in-law just passed away last Saturday.
Wow.
So I want to give a R.I.P. to her. And my nephew, his birthday is today. He's 23 years old. And my daughter's birthday is at midnight. She'll be 23 years old.
You supposed to brought that up in the birthday section.
Hey, we still in the section, man. Come on. Calm down, buddy. I'm on your team, all right? We done
switched over to the condolences. Now you going back and forth. That's delayed reaction. But anyway.
You know you people are always late.
Okay. I'll accept that for right now. But anyway, before we get into our subject, man, you know, something happened recently in Michigan where a black motorist was killed in Kalamazoo, and they had just recently released the video footage. I don't have that footage on here, and I'm not going to show the footage on here. Um, Really, we've been having a lot of little copyright issues with certain things, but I just want to speak on this right quick. I think me and you was talking off the show, uh, Satellite and I, and we were talking about what we must do as black men to protect ourselves, because I think pretty much so in this climate that we're in this, let's say our state and city isn't as bad as some of the other states that have
some of the southern states.
Yeah, that Minnesota though is one that's they killing black men, and New Jersey and New York and California and states and cities and stuff like that. But we still got to be careful in this climate, using our fair judgment. Some of us, we know that, hey, we out here and we choose to do the things that we do because we don't want to pay, let's say, car insurance, or we out here doing things,
I believe some people have a death wish, because I can't see someone struggling for a police taser or a gun if you ain't ready to go. You know how they say sometimes, hey, I'm going out in a blaze of glory.
Right. Because looking at, when I went back and looked at the video, I really didn't see no reason or, why he would have took the act that he took. Because at the least, you would have got a ticket, or at the least, if you had some kind of warrant, you would have went to jail for a little bit or so than just going out like you went out, unless you had.
But some people don't have that.
Tact.
No, they don't want to live. Some people are just suicidal like that. And you heard people saying suicide by cops,
Yeah.
You do things, so that the cops will shoot you and kill you.
Right. Yeah.
I'm saying that because I don't know if their parents not telling them, because my mother told me when I was young, don't run from the police and don't struggle with the police. I was told that as a kid.
Right.
And so many times we see these young black boys struggling or getting smart with the police. No matter what's going on, that's still a guy with a gun.
Right. The lucky thing I gotta say for me is I never had no one close to me that became a statistic to the cops, and I'm glad for that. Have you had any of that thing in your life?
Nobody close. Nobody in my family.
Yeah, that's because this has to be something like that's taught at home, like you said. I seen a video on Facebook where this guy was taking his sons. He had about 4 sons, and he was treating them like, like if you want to be thugs, this is what you're gonna have to go through. And he made them stand with their hands behind their head, and he patted them down like prison and stuff like that. And he was basically teaching them, hey, if this the life you gonna try to want to live, this is gonna be the rest of your life spent like this, where people telling you what to do, how to do it, and things like that. I don't think life is that complicated unless you choose to live a certain type of way that
But you got so many people. They're at the point where they don't care about anything. They don't care about their life.
Right.
That's why you got so many people. I mean, that's why you got people killing other people. They don't care about your life or their own life.
Right.
And how do you tell someone that has given up to not do certain things? Because a lot of this stuff is common sense.
Right.
Like your common sense to tell you, hey, don't reach for this, don't reach for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But anyway, we want to move on with the show, and that was just my thought. And rest in peace to that young man, and and we give condolences to his family and all that. And all I gotta say behind that is, young black men, let's start using our brain a little bit better. We know what the agenda is, so let's get it together. That's all I got to say on that. But anyway, this next story, man, this is kind of a trip. A lady that was excused from jury duty for a particular reason, and we're gonna go into the video and we're gonna talk about this right here on the Fat Cat Show Network.
Joseph, thank you. Now to a one and only exclusive. Earlier this week, a potential juror in the penalty phase of the Parkland shooting trial told the judge she couldn't serve because she has a sugar daddy. Well, that clip went viral online, and now she wants to set the record straight. We have Local 10's crime specialist Bridget Matter live in Fort Lauderdale with the exclusive interview. Bridget.
This woman said she wanted to talk to us because she wanted to let people know she was being honest, that serving on a jury would put her in a financial hardship because she can't see her sugar daddy. No one expected jury selection in the Parkland shooter's penalty phase trial to go viral, but this clip of a potential juror explaining why she can't serve on the panel made the rounds on social media.
I need to figure out something. I have my sugar daddy that I see every day.
I'm sorry?
My sugar daddy.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about, but
Well, I'm married and I have my sugar daddy. And I
Okay.
see him every day.
That woman, Mrs. Bristol, a native New Yorker, says she wasn't trying to weasel her way out of jury duty.
If I do this case for 6 months, I have a hardship. That means my sugar daddy can't support me.
She told me that 6-month time frame would put her in a financial bind. How much exactly per month she claims she'll miss out on?
$8,000 a month.
The penalty phase for the shooter could last up to 6.
Anyway, you get the point. This woman cannot do jury duty because she won't be able to fulfill her duties to her sugar daddy. She said, because the trial can last at least 6 months, and that's going to put her behind in her in a financial strait. And I was laughing at this because sometimes you have to really listen to this because we can't make this type of stuff up. But it's like a news article I was looking at in the New York Post. It said the prospective juror who was dismissed from sentencing a Florida school shooting Nicholas Cruz after telling the judge she's both married and has a sugar daddy, said she would have missed out on $8,000 a month as a panelist. Said the woman identified as Miss Bristol said it would have been a financial hardship if she was picked for the jury duty, which was determined if Cruz received the death penalty or life in prison. She says, if I do this case for 6 months, I have a hardship. That means my sugar daddy can't support me. And so, hey, it's weird that these type of things will make the news, but it's funny because it's always us that do it. But
Why you say us? I don't know her.
But I'm talking about
No, what you talking about? I need to understand. What you talking
What you talking about, Willis? But it's always our race, man, that they put forefront up here. And I know the judge looked at her like, what the hell is you talking about? Sugar daddy. Like, what the hell is going on? I don't know what no sugar daddy is.
You don't?
No, I'm talking about the judge.
You know what I've been wondering? What's what they call it? Slinky link? What they call it in there?
Freak leak.
Nah, sir.
What? Sneaker leak? Oh, the sneaker leak. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? No, she put it out there. She like, hey, I got a husband. Evidently, the husband is with her going out there. But I'm like, I'm sorry, but who would pay $8,000 for that?
Hey, man. What you think is nothing is somebody else's queen.
Somebody else's queen that got a husband.
Yeah.
Her husband at home. Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of simps out here that's in love with somebody else's wife. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I do.
Have you ever been in love with someone? I'm talking about before you was married. In love with somebody that had somebody else?
No,
Never.
never.
Did you liked them a little bit though, didn't you?
Not, you know what? Well, let me say this: not knowingly. You know.
But you did fall in love with her.
Not knowingly. You know, because everybody claimed not to have somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I unknowingly fell into a situation like that before, but once I found out, it was pretty much curtains, because you know
I think I did it 3 times.
3 times. Oh
Yeah.
man.
I'm talking about I love them women, but they had boyfriends.
And you know what? And then she didn't even have to really go into detail. She could have said, "Hey, this thing will bring about a financial hardship for me. I can't. I got to get out here and work. You ain't got to be like my sugar daddy."
Or do what I did. What I do is just throw it in the garbage.
You throw it in the gutter and go buy another. But look,
Right.
But look, it's funny, and the news can't wait to exploit little things like that. You know, just to be able to they always go out and find this one person.
Yeah, it's just like the one that found out. Had your husband, had your wife, and all that bull crap.
Yeah. So,
I'm saying, if you sound a little intelligent, oh no, they'll get rid of you. They look for roll now.
they looking for who?
Roll.
They show, and it's a ton of them out there that you can find too, with no problem. So I don't know. I just, you know, have you, like, in jury duty? Have you
Never been.
never been? How many summons have you been sent?
I just got one last week.
You did?
Yeah.
You know what? I had.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that on the radio.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
No, I've never gotten one before.
Yeah, me either. You know, they probably, you know, hey, we sound like one of the rappers that be telling their crimes.
Right. You ain't lying.
I just got one last week.
No, I was just joking, you know.
Right.
Doing that for the show.
Shoot, the minute you put it out the atmosphere, Vlad gonna hear you. He be like, let's get him on the show.
Oh, Vlad, he only have you on the show to get viewers. I'm sure people won't come to the show to see me.
Yeah, for your little jury duty problem, where you only gonna get paid $3 a day. Right. We said
you get a cheese sandwich too.
Boy.
But that's the problem. We don't have enough black people that's willing to sit in the jury.
Yeah. I mean, because
not saying they chooses a lot of us like that.
Yeah.
When they do choose us, we don't show up.
Right.
We got to go to our minimum wage job.
Boy, you silly as hell, man. But anyway, man, I want to go on to the next story, man. You know, our boy Cuba Gooding, man. He pleaded guilty, man. To, they said forcible touching. And you know what? It's so funny because they started on him during that, you know, that press during the Me Too movement.
Mm-hmm.
They started getting
they just got him.
Yeah, just got him and stuff like that. So, in Yahoo News, it says the post that Cuba Gooding Jr. pleads guilty in forcible touching case. But I want you to look at this right now because he kind of give you that Bill Cosby vibe. You know, when Bill Cosby was going through.
Yeah, that's how they make us look so terrible.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Yeah, but check this. We gonna look at this. We gonna check this video out and go from there.
Cuba Gooding Jr. has pleaded guilty to forcible touching after a years-long investigation. The Oscar award-winning actor accused of violating 3 different women at Manhattan night spots. He pleaded guilty to 1 count of touching a woman inappropriately at a nightclub in 2018. His lawyers argued that overzealous prosecutors caught up in the fervor of the Me Too movement tried to turn commonplace gestures into crimes. Gooding is also accused of raping a woman in New York City in 2013. He's fighting that allegation.
Dang. Let me ask you this. Do you believe it? Or are you just being non-biased? Just like, hey, do you...
I have to think about what I'm going to say. Okay, when you was a young man, right? Drunk at the bar. Did you ever slap a woman on the booty as walking past?
I wasn't. I had a different type of demeanor. Like I wouldn't go.
So yes or no is just not an answer.
Listen. Okay, I'm explaining this. I didn't go to that point.
You never did it. Huh?
The most thing that I probably would have did was like I might have grabbed a young lady's hand or something like that, but I wasn't never a smack on the butt type of dude.
So you never did it before, huh?
Nah, that ain't my demeanor right there. That's I was taught better, but the alcohol do bring out some.
All right.
The alcohol do bring out some little stuff sometimes, but I look at it like, but some people are different. Like you said, he might be used to doing certain things with certain women. Sometimes, hey, you can't do that to every woman. You know what I'm saying? And he might think, hey. He might have bought the bar out thinking he could just do anything he want to do. Like, hey,
But when you broke, you like, man, you could slap him on the booty and everything, and nobody would tell on you.
Right. They just call a little dude, whoever they do.
Oh, yeah. They kill you in front of the bar.
yeah. So it's but like I said, in this Yahoo News, they said that he said after being accused of assaulting 3 different women, he said in 2018 and 19, said Gooden, 54, was arrested in 2019 after a 29-year-old woman accused him of groping her breast without consent at Magic Hour Rooftop Bar and Lounge in Manhattan. Said surveillance footage captured the incident, showing him putting his hand on her leg and chest. Wow, okay. And another video saw her confronting him about it, which led to security intervening. Following that incident, 2 more women came forth with allegations of unwanted contact. Said Gooden is also facing a lawsuit filed in August 2020 from a woman who said he raped her in 2013. Dog, good. Hey, Cuba Gooding ain't Gooden.
He's a sexual predator. You don't hear groping people and raping people. Oh man.
All right. Like man, like come on, man. You could buy you a high class car, girl, and something to do what you want.
I don't know. Something with these rich guys. Not saying everybody's lying, but I guarantee you that some of them didn't get paid and screamed rape.
And you know what? It's good because it's good for most of these women to jump on an opportune time where something come up on a certain celebrity, and then they be like, "Ooh, I was in a bar with him one time, and he did this thing to me," and they probably wasn't even thinking about filing or doing nothing at the time, but they just, hey, I'm about to jump on the bandwagon because it looked like she about to get paid, so I'm about to get paid too.
You should have just gave him a little $5,000 or something. Like, I'm so sorry. Here, gave him some money and left him alone. But man, you trying to be greedy.
No, she'd be like, shoot, $5,000, I know you could come out more than that because I done seen Jerry Maguire and all that stuff. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's...
Oh, no, I guess it's the places that he's hanging out at.
Right.
Because that didn't happen in the hood.
Because it's all good in the hood. Most of them want you to grab it.
Oh, why would you say so? Oh, that was terrible, man.
Hey, man.
That was
I know,
terrible.
wasn't it? Oh, ain't I a stinker?
But, you know, I flat out come out and said, all right? Yeah. I know it was some white chicks that did that.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been nowhere in the hood because Nene ain't gonna
man,
tell. You buy Nene a drink, she'll say, I forget it.
She'll be like, I won't tell your secret. Hey.
Where you parked that, boy?
You can smack me in the car. But yeah, Cuba looked like he liked white women. So that's just all it is.
How can you look like you like white women?
Because he kind of OJ-ish. You know?
OJ.
So I'm just
him and OJ hang out all night.
Hey, matter of fact, he played OJ. Remember? So hey, that's what it is, though. But man, you see this picture of him, man. They got him looking. That's the picture they want to paint. Disheveled.
You seen that hair?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They must have got him right out the hotel, huh? Got him right out.
I'm going to say something so bad, but I can't. You know what I want to say, but I'll leave it alone.
I know, because I almost went there. I'm going to leave it alone. But, man, hey, I'm just saying this because we don't know the truth or not. But I would hope, well, they say if surveillance footage got him on there grabbing, and who knows? She could have been like, look, I'll let you grab my teddy bear. The minute he did it, and she'd be like, oh, no, you didn't. Let's get it on tape, you know.
He's never been with the black community anyway, so.
Show me the money.
Come on now. We know that dude don't like black women.
See, so you just a minute ago talking about why I made the assumption I made. You got the same feeling about him.
I'm just, hey man, I'm just saying. I'm being judgmental, you know. Just because we never seen him with a black woman before.
Hey, yeah, you don't even know his dating history, so it's just really, you know, up in the air. You ain't never heard him being with somebody like
Gabrielle Union.
Yeah, Gabrielle. Yeah, thank you, because you took that right out my mouth. He probably been with. No, she's probably too young for him. I was about to say Katy Perry and all them type of, you know, all them type of little chicks and stuff like that. But hey.
You know what? I'm gonna look for his dating history.
Yeah. We gotta.
But we, you know, that's like looking up OJ's dating history. We know what's up.
Dolly Parton
or Tom Brady.
OJ's dating this Dolly Parton, Phyllis Diller.
Dang, ain't she about 80 years old?
Phyllis Diller.
She about 80. God.
She dead.
Oh yeah, she is dead. But you know your boy died too, man.
Oh yeah, Godfrey.
Yeah, Godfrey. I thought it was the other Godfrey. I was like, oh man, he didn't die. The black guy.
James died. But anyway, man, we unfortunately we don't have our commercial today because we moving on to Mean Queen Fashions, which my wife, the lovely Mean Queen, from behind the scenes, she is launching her new little line, and she has nice sunglasses and all that we will be presenting to you. So we done moved on from Jayla's Jazzy Jewelry to the Mean Queen Fashion. So we'll have deliver more to you on that in the next time. But unfortunately, we got to move on to our next topic, and that's our main topic for today. And our main topic for today, man, I can't see word for doggone, man. This look like said, would you throw your pregnant teenage daughter a baby shower? Is that supporting? I don't want to say negative.
Is that supporting teenage pregnancy?
Pregnancy is something.
Yeah, man, I've seen this a million times, and I think the same thing every time I see it. Like, why is she getting a party?
Right.
For doing something wrong.
Right. And she already been partying. You know?
Oh, man.
She already been partying. She already been out there doing her deeds. So why would you reward it? Yeah, because it's a lot of things that you see, and I know a lot of mothers on here would be like, yeah, the damage is already done, so I'm gonna support my baby and this and that. But what happened to the tough parents, like back in the day? That, hey, I didn't sit and create this, you know, you did. You know what I'm saying? I can understand, stepping up when you need to step up as a grandparent now. She done made you a grandparent, and now you step up for certain things. But now that she went out here and partied and made this, and then those be the parents that help throw the party, they be the main ones that still reinforce that behavior for little Shanae to keep going out here doing the same thing over and over and over. And then by the time little 15-year-old Shanae is about 23 or 24, she got about 7 more kids because you done reinforced this behavior. And I don't know, I'm just talking, but anybody out there that's watching this show, you can call in. That number is 646-564-9728. Make sure you press that 1 if you want to be heard. What is your opinion on that?
I would do it. I'm thinking, how many fathers go for that? Like, yeah, my baby gonna have a baby shower. My teenage daughter gonna have a baby shower.
Right.
And I can't see myself there saying, "Oh, that's all right. I can do that." I would go crazy.
And you know what too? It's simply because we can't feel the emotion that women feel behind the act, because we can only look at it from a man's perspective. But it is different when it's your daughter. But you still look at it at that aspect, because you think about you when you was young and slick, and you was young and slick, and how now your baby done fell victim to the to the game, and now this is something that falls back possibly on you, because now she can't barely live her life, and now Pawpaw, which you became now, Pawpaw got to step up and help take care of little Junior,
Oh, Pawpaw ain't stepping up to do nothing.
Pawpaw, you ain't gonna step up?
Heck, you gonna miss out on everything. It's a price to pay.
Wow.
To be having fun.
Wow. But the
Come on,
damage is done, man.
Yeah, I know, but you the one that got to suffer those consequences for having unprotected sex.
They say ain't nobody bailed you out, huh?
Nah. When I was a teenager, I couldn't even get none.
Damn.
Now you got teenagers having raw sex.
I know, getting it in too.
Getting it in.
Oh, baby, I like it. You be like, hey, for real? Like, man.
But like some of the mothers that I know, they had baby showers for their teenage daughters. I always said, that's crazy.
Right.
Because you rewarding your child. I feel like you rewarding your child for doing something wrong. Yeah, we all make mistakes. If the damage is done, okay, the damage is done. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to give that my daughter don't need to be that example for other teenage girls, like, that's okay with.
And even then, let's just say period. Like, we can go just even that. I know your daughter is grown now, and let's just say perhaps she had a baby at the wrong time. Let's say she had a baby at the wrong time where she don't have a prospective husband. She just got.
But when she's grown, I don't care what you do.
I'm talking about, but it still would be kind of like a disappointment for you.
That's her life. I have no opinions on what a grown person does. If you want to mess up and go make a gang of babies, who cares? But the only thing about a teenager is about a baby can make your life so hard. You can't do the things that teenagers do because you're busy with this responsibility.
Right. But what would your stand? Would you, at this point, when your daughter is like grown, and she said, "Daddy, I need you to keep the baby for me for the day, so I can do this." Would you step up and do it?
If she need me, I'm there for her. And that's my grandchild, so why wouldn't I?
Okay.
But as far as that everyday thing, nah. You ain't going to no party tonight.
do you knock the parents that do step up and do that?
Nah. Look, it's too many kids that was raised by their grandparents and not their parents because mom and daddy want to go out and party and hang in the streets. You made that child, settle down, take care of your child.
You hardcore old school, huh?
Nah, I'm talking about that's what I had to do.
Yeah.
I was grown. I was 26 years old when I had my daughter. And I took my daughter everywhere with me. I didn't drop her off at my mother's house.
Right.
I used to take her to work with me.
Oh, okay. Your mom probably would have played that anyway, would she?
No, my mother would have watched her, but I didn't want her. That's my child. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Mom? I see you on here. But it's because for the most part, like I said, it's difficult. I know my mom can kind of like speak on things like such as this because she was a single parent with me. You know what I'm saying? And she took the opportunity not to just like go out and party with that, but my mother, she improved on her life. She went back and got it right, because a lot of times these women, they don't get that opportune time. They don't have people in their corner to help them get that second chance in life to get it right. But my mom had that. She had that where my grandparents stepped in, in order to help her like improve. My mom went back to school, got it together, got her things together, and got a good job and all of that. But a lot of these women do not take that opportunity to do the right things. They in this generation, it's like they'll take that opportunity. They like, hey, Mom, can you hold on? Because I need to go out and party. I got to go, I got to go get that.
And then go make another baby. And drop the baby off with mama.
Right. Well, Mother Leon said, I thank God for my parents. Yeah, I do. Because, man, it is so rough out there. But the question is, Mother, would you throw your pregnant teenage daughter a baby shower? Is this reinforcing, let's say, generational curses and bad attitudes? Because 9 times out of 10, we so hard pressed to be. We want to give our kids what we didn't have all the time. We want to give them. We feel so bad sometimes for the things that we didn't have, that we overcompensate for our kids and things that they don't even need, or we over baby them, and you know what I'm saying? And we only reinforcing bad, stereotypes, behaviors, and all kinds of things. So do you look at overall, anybody watching, do you look at you throwing your pregnant teenage daughter a baby shower as reinforcing negative stereotypes and behaviors? That's the question right there. How do you view that? Anybody that want to call, that number is 646-564-9728. Make sure you press that 1 if you want to be heard. That right there, man, because like I said, I'm not going to lie. If my daughter right now, my daughter is 12 years old. If my daughter got pregnant at 13, 12, 14, I would be disappointed. I would be so hurt. Not saying that let me say I would push her to the side or do things like that, but I don't know if I could support, I'm gonna throw my baby a baby shower. Like, I don't know if I could do that. That's not in me. I just wouldn't be able to do it.
But what if her mother wanted to throw one?
Then that would be clearly on her, and then I would have to just sit there and be like, okay, wait a minute, Mother Lisa, I went to college and got my degree without the baby shower. I could not have afforded that stuff for the baby. That is why I support those showers. Okay. Well, that's another way to kind of look at it, and that goes back to what we say when we didn't have that type of stuff. We kind of overcompensate for those that that are now under our care. You know what I'm saying? We do those things that that are, but I mean, to each his own. What you got something in your mind?
No, I'm sorry. If my daughter would have got pregnant, yeah, I'd have been there for her. I'd have helped with my grandchild, but as far as throwing her baby shower, wouldn't have happened.
So, and this is the point. Like, okay, I can see either or, whatever you choose to do, we gonna do different scenario right here. So, if you choose to throw the baby shower, do that come with a lecture or message? You know what I'm saying? Do they?
How you gonna give them a lecture and you throwing them a party? That don't even sound right.
I'm just saying, or where do you go if you choose not to participate? And possibly, let's say you strain the relationship with your daughter. Where do you go from here? What is the lesson now that you go to? What do you say? Do you explain the reason why you're not doing what you're doing, or you just stand firm and be like, I'm just not with that. I'm not doing it because I don't want to do it.
I'd say I ain't throwing you no party. Gotta explain nothing to you, child.
So you wouldn't give no explanation?
None. Because I don't have to. Because that's still a child.
So
that's not a woman. It's a kid.
You don't think like everything that you do, not saying that you got to answer to it, but it's just a lesson. That's why a lot of us, let's say,
you gonna get your lesson when you can't do what you want to do, and you got to take your money to take care of that child. That's where your lesson comes in at.
So you think that every lesson shouldn't be a lesson that you talk to help them understand? Hey, this is why this is, just like you just said to me. Hey, you the one chose to have this baby, so now you got to pay the consequences behind this. Now you got to take care, because she might not see what she did as wrong. She might think it's a mistake that I made, and now mom and daddy can help me bail me out of this, but if you don't give the explanation, they can just take it as you being like, you just being evil. You know what I'm saying? You just being evil instead of explaining why you do the things that you're doing.
Do you think they should explain to why they got pregnant and how this happened? Oh, no, I don't care if you get upset. Man, who cares? I can live with it.
Wow. And you know, I think just say your daughter gets pregnant and she ends up having another girl. And so you don't think if you don't set the slate right, that now your granddaughter is going to repeat that same phrase if you don't step in early and correct your daughter.
I'm not the parent. She's the one taking care of her daughter, so I'm talking about I can talk to her, you know, as my grandchild to make sure she's going in the right direction. But majority of the time, she's gonna be there with her mother. And I raised my daughter right. She gonna the same values I put on her, she gonna put on to her daughter. Yeah, we all make mistakes, and my daughter made a mistake and got pregnant. And I can talk to my daughter, make sure you know, have her relay some of the messages that I'm giving her back to her daughter.
Okay, my mother has another one. She said, it's not a celebration. It's almost a necessity. They are going to need help. A lot of things received are not new. We can't punish the baby for coming here, but we are not going to enable them to not parent or take care of the baby. What about the father? Said, what about the father?
What about the father? The father ain't the one that got to go home with the baby. That's what women say all the time. What about the man? But guess what? You the one that got to, carry that baby and go home with that baby. He going somewhere else making some more kids. Ain't thinking about nobody.
So let me say.
Is it fair? I don't think it's fair.
So I mean, a lot of things in life aren't fair either. So my thing is this. So knowing that since we having this type of conversation right now, what is the time that you start talking to your daughter about things like this? When do you start? Because these kids, this generation kind of start early with sex now, you know.
The second they come on a period.
Right.
You start getting that period, man, you can get pregnant.
Mother Deluxe said correct. So what are we teaching our boys? What are we teaching our boys? He got quiet. What are we teaching them?
Like I said, that's the main problem. We supposed to teach our the boys, to be there for their woman or the wife, baby mama, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, that woman got to raise that child, because it's some guys, raising their children without the mothers, but the majority of the time, it's the woman that got to do it.
And you know what? I could say these conversations are really, really gender biased coming from, both spectrums, because we can't ignore the fact of that a male did play a part in it. And we can say all we want to, that the daughter should have been more responsible, birth control, and this thing like that. But we also have to teach our young men to be more responsible and stuff. Because we can't go and say, well, don't have sex, because that's not going to happen. We already know that it's going to happen, but we can tell them, hey, if this is what you're doing, and unfortunately, me as a minister, I don't promote you to do it, but if you gonna do it, then use protection. Be careful.
But our women, you have to be kind of picky with who you giving your womb up to. Instead of just jumping into bed with anybody, because you got to think, okay, whoever you're having sex with, I could potentially get pregnant by this guy. You know, this is not my husband. I'm having sex with somebody I'm not married to.
Right.
Number one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it can even be worse than that. That guy can give you HIV or something.
Right. Nobody's scared of that no more.
I'm saying you can get pregnant and get HIV.
Right.
So now you pregnant and you giving life to a child that probably ain't gonna live more than 2 or 3 months.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
They aren't scared of anything like that no more. They not.
Yeah. I'm talking about everybody's. I mean, too many people, women, making it okay to be a baby mama and not a wife. You see what I'm saying? That stopped that teenage pregnancy bullcrap right there. You know, I'm raising you to be a wife, not a baby mama. It's not okay to let somebody destroy your body, then they going on to the next person. Because you're going to put on all this weight because of this baby. You're going to get stretch marks while he go find a new victim. And you a baby mama. You ain't nobody's wife. You ain't getting nobody insurance policy if they drop dead. You just a baby mama.
And that's the sad part about it too. And that's the thing we talk about, where things are not truly fair when it comes down to that, because men are pat on the back as for
because they can walk away. That's what I don't understand. Like she said, what about the men? Guess what? The men don't have to carry the baby. When the men leave the hospital, they going over Mike's house. You going home with the baby. You see what I'm saying? You would say, all right, this ain't fair. But you got to think about that when you laying down in the bed with somebody.
Look like I done lost him. He done froze, but there you go, the network. But once again, it's more the truth of what he's saying, because the sad reality is, in these cases, that women are looked at very different. In this case, they're looked at more as being unresponsible when they get pregnant than a man that comes along and gets them pregnant. Because unfortunately in the community, when men have sex, they're patted on the back. That's like a passage to manhood. And when a woman do it, she's looked more at as a whore. When she has numerous body counts on her, she's looked more as the whore. But the men are more looked at as he's trying to call back. Wait a minute. Are more patted on the back when it comes down to. Let me get him in here. Okay. There we go. Yeah.
So what happened?
I don't know. You slipped out of there, little buddy. Okay. Now go ahead with what you were saying. We got 4 minutes.
Yeah, like I was saying about when women say, "What about the men?" I'm talking about you as a woman. You're the one that's responsible for that baby, because you're the one that got to leave the hospital with the child. And he can go over to the next chick, get her pregnant. A lot of guys, they got babies that's the same age.
I know a lot of that.
You see what I'm saying?
I know a lot of that.
And you could try to play that game all you want to. It's not fair. What about the men and all this and that? This is the fact. The fact of the matter is, men can go about their business. You stuck with that child, taking that child everywhere with you, unless you're on crack or something. You don't care about nothing. You're just dropping the baby off.
Right. And this is because, unfortunately, times are changing so much. Like you don't have as many, let's say, grandparents that's willing to take and watch their grandbaby because they want to get out and live their life.
Because grandma's still in her 30s.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I'm talking about grandma trying to get her a man, and you popping out a baby at the age of 13, 14. And grandma 30 years old.
Right. So in the same token, we do have to tell your man, hey, because when you create one, you got to take care of one. You know what I'm saying? We gotta teach them to be responsible also. But I understand too at the same point what you saying, because the ultimate responsibility is gonna fall on that mother, because she ain't gonna. It ain't like she gonna say, I had this baby here, you take him home, this yours. You know what I'm saying? And so the ultimate responsibility fall on that woman, so she has to be careful who she select. And anyway, and at that age, 13, you shouldn't even be thinking about a man anyway.
But that's what they do. They having kids, man. 13, 14, they having kids.
Yeah.
I'm saying you in the 9th grade, but you got to hurry up and get home to your baby. You know, you can't do things that other 9th graders are doing, like going on dates and going to little parties. You know, you watching the baby. You tired, stressed out because the baby was hollering all night.
So right.
And where's the guy? What about him? That sounds crazy to me. That's why I say you can't lay down and let anybody have your womb, ladies. You just can't do it. And then after you get used up and pop all these kids out, you're saying it ain't no good men out here.
And you know what? And men don't think beyond the glory. What I mean, they don't think beyond the sex act. You know, they ain't expecting to get you pregnant.
60 seconds.
They're just trying to have a good time. They'll say anything to get the womb and move on. That's it. You just a number most of the times to them. So you have to be careful who you select, and that is so true. So anyway, we got 30 seconds. You got any last little thoughts, man, that you want to put out?
Yeah, you got to teach your daughters, stop letting them hit it raw.
Dang, man. Wow, yeah, but we got to teach each party to be responsible. Of course, we don't.
But ultimately, it's gonna come down to all the responsibility being on that woman, that girl, that little girl.
Amen.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. We want to thank everybody, and we out of here. Peace.